Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Stack Bitcoin Show. My name is Raman, your beginner-friendly guide to saving in Bitcoin. What's up? Round of applause from the live studio audience going out to Satwise, Carl Black, Carlos Aramillo, and of course, Hard Hodl's back. What up? Hard Hodl in the house. Welcome to the stream, guys. Hope all is good. Crazy. So yesterday, I was working on the spreadsheet, trying to figure out all of the extra side stacks we've been doing, right? We're doing the second session of the 100 days Bitcoin savings challenge, the 100 day Bitcoin savings challenge. And what else did I add there that wasn't there before? I think just that. I made it to where now instead of just showing the first time we did a 100 days Bitcoin savings challenge, it's adding that and our new 100 day Bitcoin savings challenge that I'm in the middle of over on TikTok. So that's gonna we're our Bitcoin total just jumped. It just jumped. So it's cool. Just stay tuned for that. You'll be able to see what our new total is during the Why We Stack segment. I mean, all these little stacks that we do and not lose track of, but like, I don't know. I wasn't accounting for it properly, but it's a lot. It's a good amount of Satoshis that we've been stacking. So it's very good, super good. So we'll show that a little bit later today. Hope everybody's doing good. So it looks like it says Satwise is number one, and then Carl's number one. Who's number one? Who's number one? Oh my gosh! All right, sorry if the little prompt is annoying you guys. Asking for the like. I figured I just get it up there and do it. I see other shows do it, and let's see how it pays, if it pays off or not. Okay. All right. Continuing to make videos, recorded videos for this channel, and I'm seeing progress, guys. I'm telling you, it's working. It's working. It's hitting the algorithm a little bit, right? We're all number one when you stack. Oh, let's go! Nice job. Let's go. Oh look! Wait, hold on a second. Why can we see a ranking for Carl, but not for Hard Hodl? I thought mods didn't get that ranking, but maybe it's because I don't know. It's weird. It's interesting. That's weird. Huh. Anyway, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out eventually, right? Anyway, so yeah, it's crazy, right? The amount of Satoshis that I wasn't accounting for, man, it just made our overall stack, our strategic Bitcoin reserve, pump a little bit, like the amount of Satoshis that are actually being held, which is good. So it's good. It's good. Okay. Let's oh no. Here's where I regained my train of thought. So we've been making videos. You guys are confusing me. I was making videos and we did a new channel promo, which describes what the channel is about. I think in a pretty concise way. We have old videos cut into new videos and everything starting from 0 Satoshis to where we're at now, right? And that, I think that combined with the other edited videos that we've been putting out, they're helping because we are once again for the second time this week, we just hit a subscriber all-time high, baby. We hit a subscriber all-time high this morning or last night, I forget, and we're at 381 subscribers. Dang, we're moving up in the world, guys. We've gotten more subscribers in the past couple of weeks since I started doing the edited videos, and we did a new channel trailer for the channel, than the past month, right? Yeah, there's some drop off, of course, right? But man, we are getting it. We're getting it for this channel. That's some That's some explosive growth right there. It's so funny. It's so funny. Like it says, this channel's subscribers are up 20 in the past 28 days. The subscriber count on this channel has exploded with plus 10 subscribers for the channel in the past 28 days. That's 100% more than the previous 28 days. Dang. That's crazy, right? Let's see, in the past 90 days. Yeah, past 90 days not too good. But the past 30 days, killing it. The past 7 days, not so much. We took a couple days off. That's right, we took a couple days off, so that affects it. But still, we are heading in the right direction, ladies and gentlemen. We're heading towards 500 subscribers, and I'm super stoked on that. I'm just here for the BTC only vibe. That's right, BTC only. That's all we do. We don't buy poop coins. We don't trade Bitcoin. We don't trade poop coins either. We don't buy runes, inscriptions, ETFs, NFTs. That's a lot of acronyms. ETFs, NFTs, all that stuff. All that stuff is garbage. It's garbage. It's garbage. Garbage. Okay. I'm surprised actually at how many people are XRP, right? Man, it's like that unit bias has so many people confused, and especially in the younger generation. Like I was orange pilling some of my nephews over the weekend, and like one of them was holding XRP, and I was like, bro, why are you holding XRP? That's trash. And they're like, no, if it goes up just this much, it'll be this much. I was like, dude, in order for it to go up that much, and you look at the supply, it'd be more than the whole existence of money in the world right now, right? They're like, what does that mean? Like, they didn't understand like market cap, right? Like, you get the supply of the coin and market cap, they'll never get to the numbers they're thinking of, right? And I don't know, I feel like although this is a Bitcoin only channel, Hard Huddle especially, I want to hear your opinion or your thoughts on this. What do you think about doing like I'm definitely gonna do videos, edited videos that are of the following context. I guess I'm gonna say Bitcoin versus real estate, or real estate versus Bitcoin, and then it just breaks down what your investment would do, like backdated, like looking at historical data. If you would have bought a house at this amount with this much down payment, and paid for the rent, paid for the payment, paid for the insurance, paid for the interest, paid for the taxes. This is how much wealthier you would be in 20 years or in 30 years. And then let's do the same thing. If you take that down payment and instead of putting it on a house, you saved it, you stacked it into Bitcoin, and then you made yourself pay rent, and you took the difference between the rent and your normal house payment, and you did that in DCA for the same 20, 30 years. Like, what would happen? And then I can show the chart where just like it looks like you'll be okay for the first 4 or 5, 6 years, and then after that, Bitcoin just takes off because it's growing faster than anything else. And then it shows you that you'd be better off holding Bitcoin for like even within 6 or 7 years, right? So I need to do those kind of things. I'm gonna do Bitcoin versus everything. I think I'm just gonna do a series: Bitcoin versus everything, Bitcoin versus real estate, stocks and bonds, or stocks versus Bitcoin, bonds versus Bitcoin. What's better? Like investment, I guess, comparisons, right? Should you invest? It would be better to invest in stocks and bonds or Bitcoin. Here's the difference. Here's how it breaks down, and just break it down. Yeah, take the time to make some nice breakdown videos that way, and I think that would help get more people in here. And also, those will be videos that will be what we call in the industry evergreen, because there's always gonna be somebody trying to figure out, hey, should I just invest my money in Bitcoin or should I invest my money into real estate? Or like when I'm perusing through like what's that called? Reddit, Bitcoin Reddit, I'm in there all the time. I'm in there as 21 Moto if you guys want to go in there and see what's up. And I'm always saying like, there's all these questions like, oh, I came up on $10,000. Do you think I should pay off my loans, pay off my debt, or should I stack it immediately? Should I wait for the dip? Should I start a DCA? Blah, blah, blah. There's always a question. There's always people asking questions like that. There was one guy in there today saying like, oh, I have like 60,000 in stocks, and I just came up on 35 G's cash. Like, what would you guys do? Would you buy 35 K in Bitcoin, or would you DCA with that 35K? And like everybody's like, well, you should invest on depending on blah blah blah. They're like, oh, don't come to Reddit for investment advice. Just answers. And I'm just like, whatever, dude. I'm just like, drop the hammer on him. I was like, you know what? I was like, sell all those stocks and invest that and the 35K into Bitcoin smash buy, and then set up a DCA on top of that. Boom. And so you're not going to find a better thing to invest in that's going to beat Bitcoin at this point. So my advice, obviously, too much Bitcoin bull for him. Number bias is real. 100 stones versus 1 diamond. Bitcoin versus everything would be a cool TV series. Yeah, Bitcoin versus everything. I think we're going to do that. We're going to start the series here on this channel. It's going to call it Bitcoin versus everything. And it'll be like Bitcoin versus everything, and it'll be like real estate. And then it'll be like Bitcoin versus real estate will be the thumbnail, but the title will be Bitcoin versus everything, real estate edition, right? And then I break it down, short and sweet. I mean, there can't be that many things, right? What are you gonna invest in? Gold, so metals, real estate, stocks, bonds, ETFs, other cryptos, or crypto, NFTs. What else? That's it, pretty much. Right? The major ones, REITs, real estate investment groups. What else? Yeah. So it'll be like a quick series, and I think it'll do well. So I'm gonna start working on that actually here this week. I have 3 more videos to go from my pre-selected 3 more videos to go that I need to make that I have in my queue, and then I'll start working on the Bitcoin versus everything series. Bitcoin versus everything. All right, and then that way, if anybody has any questions, like, oh, I was thinking about investing into real estate. What do you think? I'll have a video for that. Go check it out. This is what I think exactly about what I think about Bitcoin. I want to buy gold just for fun of looking at the shiny rock. I want to buy gold just for the fun of looking at the shiny rock, right? Right? It's crazy. All right, and then today I have some real life orange pilling to do, right? Real life, guys. I'm gonna go meet a person and describe to them what Bitcoin is, how it works, how the fiat system works. I don't know. We're gonna hang out for like about an hour, and I'm gonna see if I can answer all their questions and then see what they want to do with Bitcoin. It'd be pretty cool. It'll be like I'm not charging this person anything, but it'll be one of my first, like from scratch, I guess you could say, consults, right? It's like a free consulting session for me to get the grips of what people would ask, and they're gonna get basically a free consultation session with me, live in person. I'm gonna walk this person through what Bitcoin is, how it would affect their savings, and you know, the deal. Not financial advice necessarily, but just showing them what I've been doing, and if they want to set something up like that, I can show them how they can do it too. So anyway, I think the Bitcoin versus everything series would help a lot in this situation. So yeah, if you're watching this show and you're starting to get into Bitcoin and you're new to it and you want someone to help you get set up, hit me up. I am available for consulting. I can set you up with your Bitcoin purchasing, what do you call it? Bitcoin purchasing process. So where you're gonna buy your Bitcoin, how you're gonna take care of that Bitcoin, how you're gonna take it into custody, all that stuff. I'll help you. I'll walk you through it step by step. I'll hold your hand the whole way through. We could do it remotely over Skype, over Zoom, over maybe Discord. right? And I'll walk you through it, right? For a low fee of, I don't even know what I'm going to charge yet, but it's got to be at least $100 in Bitcoin, and I'm only accepting Bitcoin payment. Okay, that's gonna be another thing we could do here for the show. And as those consulting gigs come through, we'll add those funds to this show to show a different way for us to get to 1 Bitcoin, right? So, like I said, I'm doing a lot of things outside of the show besides DCAing $20 every weekday to get to 1 whole Bitcoin, and that's what we like to do here. Okay, all right. So with that long, huge intro, let's get started with today's first segment of the show, which is, of course, the Bitcoin strength. Today, the price of Bitcoin is $108,763.22. You can buy 919 Satoshis for a single dollar. What is a Satoshi? A Satoshi is a fraction of a Bitcoin, just like a dollar is made up of 100 cents. A Bitcoin is made up of 100 million Satoshi. Let's say you're walking down the street today, minding your own business. You look down, you see a penny, you pick it up, and all the day that penny will be worth 9 Satoshis. 9 Satoshis for a penny. Still a pretty good deal. When we started the show, we were getting 39, 40 Satoshis for a penny. That's a lot. That's wild. That's awesome. All right. But that is the Bitcoin strength. The Bitcoin strength is brought to you by, I don't know. The Bitcoin strength is brought to you by Bitcoiner's Closet. Bitcoinerscloset.com. Go buy some gear to support the show. Yeah? How's that? Where is it? Do I even have it? Do I even have it on my list of things to show? I don't even have it. I don't have it. Anyway, let's just show a fun meme to get you guys riled up. Imagine working 9 to 5 for 50 years, then the Fed prints 40% of the total money supply and inflates away 20 years of your work. This is the next segment of the show, and that is why we stack. And there it is, why we stack. Imagine working 9 to 5 for 50 years, then the federal government prints 40% of the total money supply and inflates away 20 years of your hard work. This is, in a nutshell, why we stack. Keeping it short and sweet. What is this one? Ooh. Are those targets? Are those Bitcoin price targets? Bitcoin price targets by different institutions. That's another reason to stack. Right? What's this one? 80% of the dollars were created in the last 50 years. Bitcoin is a solution. So the M2 money supply represents the money in the that is in existence. There it is. I guess it fits. 80% of the dollars were created in the last 5 years. Bitcoin is the solution. This is called monetary debasement. If 80% of the dollars were created in the past 5 years, that means the purchasing power of the dollar has gone down at least 80%. Right? Because you can't make new money without taking value from the existing money, without taking purchasing power from existing money. It don't work that way. Right? It doesn't work that way. Why do we stack? We stack because, oh, look at this. I like this one. Can I make this smaller? No. Big blocks, spam, centralized mining, VC grifters, yield products, poop coiners. Why are Bitcoiners so toxic? Because they have to be. They have to be to protect you from all this crap, to protect you from all this shenanigans, all this grifting, right? Why do we stack Bitcoin? This is the answer to all of your problems, but your ego is in the way. Bitcoin is the escape key. Escape from the fiat. Escape from the fiat matrix, from the money matrix. And of course, Hard Huddle's favorite. To all of you that say you can't save, I can't afford to buy Bitcoin. Yet you have recently gone on a vacation, you're planning a vacation. You enjoy craft beer whenever you can. You have a Netflix subscription. You just got a new car. You have the fastest grade internet. You have a gym membership. You have an OnlyFans membership. Damn. Making the OnlyFans people rich while you're over here trying to figure out why you can't stack. You're a world traveler. You like to travel a lot. You buy Starbucks. Oof. We don't buy Starbucks here on the show. We don't buy Starbucks at all. You have the latest new iPhone. You eat out all the time. And you spent a bunch of money on a useless degree. You didn't get an engineering degree. You got a degree on something that it's hard to get a job for. Okay? Anyway, that is a little bit of why we stack, right? Let's review this real quick too. Boom. Loan payoff, savings. Let's not do this one today. It's a bit of a longer topic. Let's just be done with why we stack. Why do we stack? We stack because stacking means we save in Bitcoin. Why do we save in Bitcoin? Because saving in Bitcoin is like traveling back in time and giving yourself a perpetually increasing retroactive raise for the hours you've already worked for as long as you hold the Bitcoin that represents those hours. Carlos says, one of my uni teachers was a toxic maximalist. Was he? No way. That's rad. That's so rad. Is that who got you into Bitcoin, Carlos? Right? Is that who got you into Bitcoin? I have a question for you guys. Have you ever sent Bitcoin? Right? Have you ever sent Bitcoin to someone else? And how was the experience? Have you ever sent Bitcoin? Do you know how to send Bitcoin? Is that something we need to cover in one of our videos? How to send Bitcoin. Back then, he was very weird. Now I understand him. That's awesome. That is rad. That's hilarious. Bitcoin is rat poison, and if you find it toxic, you're a rat. Oh, nice. Okay, so there it is. We've done the first half of the show. Let's jump into the stack recap, guys, because not only are we riding high on an all-time high subscriber count of 381 subscribers, we're also going to be riding an all-time high of the show's strategic Bitcoin reserve. We have a new all-time high. I mean, I guess we do have a new all-time high every single time we stack here on the show. But today we're going to get to see a significant jump, because up until recently, I was not accounting for my second session of a 100-day Bitcoin savings challenge. And we're about 50 days, a little bit less than 50 days into that. So the sats in custody of the Stack Bitcoin show's strategic Bitcoin reserve is about to be exposed. It's about to be shown. Okay. But before we do that, let me just intro the segment. All right. Let's get into, of course, the stack recap, because we don't only talk about stacking Bitcoin here Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern. We actually do it every weekday, and this is our proof of stacking, our proof of work that we've actually been saving in Bitcoin nonstop, DCA, Monday through Friday, stacking and stacking and stacking, stacks on stacks on stacks. So far in 2025, we've saved $4,300 and accumulated 0.04608727 Bitcoin. And that Bitcoin today is worth $5,012. It's gone up about 16.57% since the beginning of the year. That's 16.5% growth in about 7 months. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's more than most investment groups do the whole year. Okay. We did the same thing back in 2024. we saved $7,345.47, and that got us 0.122422217 Bitcoin. Today, that amount of Bitcoin is worth $13,315. Okay, it's up 81%. It's pretty damn awesome. And finally, the strategic Bitcoin reserve for the whole lifespan of the Stack Bitcoin show, which includes every purchase we've made since May 22nd, 2023, and any auxiliary things we have done during the show or off the show to increase the stack, to increase the strategic Bitcoin reserve for the whole show. Here it is. Drum roll, please. There it is. Right now, we are so close to 0.4 Bitcoin because I modified this formula here to account for our second run at the 100-day Bitcoin savings challenge. So today we are actually at 0.3927433 Bitcoin, and that is so awesome. It's so awesome. We've saved during the show. We've set aside $15,129 so far, and this is only covering the DCAs we do here during the show live, the purchases we do during the live stream. Those purchases add up to $15,129, and today it's worth $29,971 for a 98% gain so far. Of course, these are unrealized gains, but we are holding this Bitcoin for the long term, minimum of 4 years. We're a little bit over 2 years in, and we are already 98% in profits. It is about 50%, let's say 48%. Yeah, 48% gains year over year so far, just in the past couple of years for Bitcoin, right? And historically, it's been about 50% year over year. Okay, so with this pattern in mind, I mean, why wouldn't you save in Bitcoin, right? It doesn't make sense not. It doesn't make sense not to, right? Doesn't make sense not to. I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, it doesn't make sense not to save in Bitcoin. Whatever, you know what I mean, right? There it is. Short and sweet and to the point. We got 0.39 Bitcoin on our way to 0.4 Bitcoin. Oh my God. That's crazy. Let me see how long it's going to take us. How long it's going to take us to get to 0.4 Bitcoin. We're pretty close. We're pretty close. Let's see. Okay. Oops. So 0.4 minus, it's going to take us 725,667 Satoshis to get to that number. Let's divide that by 0.00018. Yeah. So it's probably going to take us another 40 DCAs of the $20 stack, another 40 $20 stacks to get to 1 Bitcoin. But we're probably going to get there a lot faster because we're also accounting for the 100 days Bitcoin savings challenge. So of course, the 100-day Bitcoin savings challenge do give us a huge pump of our total Satoshis being held, because I mean, we're just buying a lot more volume, right? So look for that to happen here soon, probably in the next couple of days, because let's see where we're at. Let's see where we're at on the DCA, on the 100-day Bitcoin savings challenge. Okay, so I haven't bought for, what's today, the 8th? Okay, so I bought yesterday. I haven't bought for today, but that'll add another 28,000 sats, right? So we're getting close. We're getting close. It might happen this week, if not next week, but we're close. We're close. Okay, so dang, that's awesome. All right, back to the 2025 spreadsheet to see what our average buy price is in 2025, and of course, it's $96,555.87. But the current price of Bitcoin is $108,000. So that means that today we're only going to buy $20 worth of Bitcoin for the DCA to BTC. All right. And now that we know how much Bitcoin we're going to buy, there's only one thing left to do. It's time to stack some Bitcoin. All right. Heading on over to the, the Strike app. If you want to stack like I do here on the show with the Strike app and want to get no fees for $500 worth of purchases, join Strike with my affiliate link. We'll both get no fees for $500 worth of purchases, so it's worth. I'm locking my phone, going over to the Strike app, clicking the Strike app, shaking it for security. Boom! When you shake your Strike app, it puts asterisks on your total. Pretty cool, huh? I'm gonna hit buy, type in $20. There it is. Hit next, and it's queued up, ready to go. Cut the music. Drum roll, please. There we go. We're buying $20 worth of Bitcoin right now on the Stack Bitcoin show. I just hit confirm. And, oops. A little early. And just like that, we've accumulated an additional 18,181 Satoshis added to the stack. Choo! Where is it? There it is. I'll show you guys what I'm doing. There we go. Today is 7/8/25. And the price of Bitcoin we deserve today on this Taco Tuesday, Stacko Tuesday, $108,959.90 Bitcoin. We bought $20 worth, and that got us 0.000181881 Bitcoin. Whoa, that's a lot of 181s. There it is. Just like that. It's like magic. Boom, bop. There it is. I would take this data, bring it over to the spreadsheet that's the strategic Bitcoin reserve, the whole enchilada. Boom, bop, boom, boom, boom. There it is. And now, the final all-time high so far of our holdings is 0.39292514 Bitcoin is our strategic Bitcoin reserve for the Stack Bitcoin show. Wowzers. That's what it is. That's all I got for you guys. I'm gonna have to modify this. This starting thing, right? This thing right here. This thing. Dang. Okay. White, yellow. I have to move this up. Oh, can I move it? Hold on. Oh yeah. I'll move it up closer to 0.4. We're not there yet, but it's getting there. Did I get it? Did it move? Let's see. Yeah, it moved. I think I need to move it a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more for sure. Getting closer to. Okay, there it is. Getting closer to 0.4 Bitcoin. Jeez. Yeah. Slow and steady. The 100-day Bitcoin savings challenge for sure is helping. It's helping a lot actually. Right? So if we go to here, we have 57 days left. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna show you guys. We have 57 days left in the 100-day Bitcoin savings challenge. If you want to start a 100-day Bitcoin savings challenge on your own and you want a spreadsheet like this, you can track it. Go to stackbitcoinshow.com/100day 2025. It'll give you a template that you can use. And yeah, it's amazing. Nice job. Hey. Okay. All right. One of my kids just pulled his tooth out. He's so stoked. All right. It's time for that tooth fairy to come down with some Satoshis. All right, guys. That's all I got for you guys today on this beautiful Stacko Tuesday. I wish you guys the best. I wish you guys the best and the growth of your stacks. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Let's put on the closeout track. Once again, here we are. Another episode complete. Stacked hard. We're getting close to 0.4 Bitcoin. And it's crazy to think about that. Because then we'll be getting close to 0.5 Bitcoin, right? And I think 0.5 Bitcoin is already, I think 0.25 Bitcoin is a huge milestone for the show. 0.5 Bitcoin will be even a bigger milestone for the show. Super cool. Anyway, that's what's up. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode of the Stack Bitcoin Show. But until then, remember, if you ain't stacking, you're slacking. Bye, guys.